What's shaking, Chewy Nation? ChewbaccaLemma here, back with another Madden 19 Ultimate Team top-notch stellar video right here, right now. House rules, the last content drop, the most exciting content EA has dropped all year. House rules, and they told us that there would be really a slowdown of content earlier in the week. Which you're thinking, how is that possible? The content's been really slow, but they're showing you that it can be slower. No content until, I'm assuming, to be May 10th, which will be next Friday. May 10th, because that is when it appears. It is the end of the season according to the objectives. I wouldn't be surprised if EA pushes that back, but let's hope they don't, and we get a Jarvis Landry Series 7. That'd be crazy. A Series 7 Master. I don't know what would do if a wide receiver would even make sense to be there, but Jarvis Landry definitely needs a new car. This is my 50 out of 50 Dolphins team, and you're like, why did you choose Dolphins? Dan Marino, okay? I love myself Dan Marino, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just make a Dolphins team. I feel like it's really not popular, and I don't know why. Dan Marino, guys. I mean, you can run Dan Marino on any team, but it's obviously not all Dolphins. But if you have any suggestions on the team, definitely let me know. It doesn't have to be a Dolphin because I have all the Dolphins, but it could be, you know, somebody else, like a free safety. I could use some help in the secondary, I guess. Also, I don't have the defensive tackle yet. I didn't pick him up, the draft player. But outside of that, you see, it's not all Dolphins. Let me know. Also, let me know who you pulled in your house rules reward. Who did you pull? Definitely let me know at the end of this video. Obviously, we'll show our pull because of course we're going to show that. We're not going to leave that off, but we'll show who we pulled. So let me know who you pulled. Also, suggestions on the team. Let's go ahead. Dive in to the gameplay. You see, starting 0-0. Okay, technically we already have 3 wins. I'll admit it. 97-0, 97D. We had 3. We were 3-0, and then we were up 10-0. All of a sudden, connection issues. Get the loss. So we actually have 3 wins going into this. So we're trying to get 8. You only had to get 8 this week because of a little snafu, weird animate. Well, we got the animation but didn't pick it. That snafu that happened last week when EA something happened where they weren't counting wins. You know, house rules was still up though. That was the weird thing. They didn't take it down, but the games were not counting. I actually had to win 13 games to get 10, and I'm sure many of you others were in that same boat if you played right away. That was unfortunate, but that's okay. That's okay. So they only gave us 8 this week to win, which feels a lot less. It's like way less, like 2 less. No, it definitely feels like it's way less. I know it's only 2 games, but it's like, man, it feels like it's way quicker, probably about 2 games quicker. But in all honesty, I was shocked by how fast this one went. It was very quick, especially these early games. So if you notice, I want to go ahead and put this out there. I said this in my last video as well. I am in the Bucks playbook for this house rules, and I was in the Bucks playbook. This obviously is house rules, so it's a couple days ago. But I don't want to use the Bucks playbook. I'm in the Bucks playbook specifically because I was trying to get these games done fast, and I'm like, what is the offense that I can just run and I don't even have to, it's like basically I don't even have to know what I'm doing. And the Bucks playbook will help you with that. I mean, it's got the curl flat play, it's got the buck sail, pat sail, you know, same thing. It's got verticals, which I run a lot because verticals is a beast. And I'm sure bunch of trails are really good. You know, there's a lot of good plays in it. So, and you don't really necessarily have to know the best setups to make it work. Now, if you run other playbooks, because of route chems, if you know where to put your receivers at and you have route chems, you can make any playbook, you can make any play look OP. It's not overly difficult, but it is nice to just be able to run through. You don't have to worry about, you just run through these games. That's the idea. So I'm not sure. I know somebody in my last video said, "Why, you know, can you give me some plays in the Cowboys playbook?" So maybe I'll try that. You know, I saw a comment about that, and I'm like, you know what, maybe I'll do that. I'll run maybe some Cowboys and show that, you know, really any playbook can work, because the Cowboys is definitely not very popular. I know it's not a great playbook. One thing I want to say, do you see how that guy ran PA post shot? I mentioned this also in the last video. All I have is deep quarters on the field. I cross man, and I don't cross man that side of that receiver crossing route, because what you notice is that quarter plays that so well. If you have a quarter on the other side, just use it the other side. Don't even bother, because they'll always throw it. I mean, if you play like okay players, they still, like, if you play a great player, they're not going to throw that, or they'll wait until your quarter goes too far back. But they always think it's open, and Night Train Lane jumped it. It's like every time, whether I was with Night Train or I have Derwin James on the other account, my main account. It's if you have a solid corner or safety there, it's going to jump that, and it's absolutely fantastic. PA post shot, this guy's running. It's so funny. I love it. I'm like, I've gotten used to playing it so much that when I see it, I just ignore it. I'm like, I might be like stay there a little bit and then I peel off to make him think that it's going to be open, and then the quarter always plays it. It's so funny. Anyway, right here, we're sending the heat because also that's a good way to beat this as well. You send 6 people at him. It's really tough to pick up. Send 6, send 7, and it will be tough on him. We were running some 5-2, different setups with the 5-2. A lot of people don't necessarily like 5-2. They think it's also another thing that's OP, but it's sending 6. Like, it's gonna come in pretty well. Same with Crossfire. When you send 6, it's tough to pick up. So if you have a good 6-man heat, yeah, it's gonna be tough. You might have to block 6, probably 7, if you want to pick it up. Usually it's like, let's just send out as many routes as possible and make a good read. That's what it usually comes down to. But anyways, let's talk about what was going on in the game. Obviously, so far it's been pretty straightforward, nothing too crazy. We get a nice pick right there. Howard jumps it. Beautiful, beautiful. But we end up having to go ahead and punt. Did you guys know that the Miami punter has like 80-some speed? On my team, he has 90, I think it's 92, 93 speed, something like that. I don't know how to use it, but I wish I knew how to use that. Some people said put him as like a kick, do fake like field goals, but then like why not just have like a Vic, or why not have a 99 speed Lamar Jackson or something? I bet that would be better there. So is there a way to make a use of that? Some sort of fake punt shenanigans. But he does have some crazy high speed for a punter. Unfortunately, he threw that right out of cloud. I was not happy that actually. I'm like, and then he no huddles. He's like, yeah, I got away with that. So he no huddles after he threw it right out of cloud. 3rd and 4. And it decides to go way downfield. Now, I should swat this. If I was a better player, I would swat it. But I have a problem. If I have a chance to pick it, I'm going to try to pick it. These house rules, if you forget, I didn't even mention that. They're 1st and 20, 3 downs, and defensive touchdowns worth 15. So it probably actually is worth the pick. Now I think about it. Wait, hold on. Watch this. I saw that was Dion, and I'm like, I am running him over. I have Shannon Sharp. It's when I saw Dion coming over, I'm like, yes, I run. Also, I threw that like right at the Leighton Vander Esch, unable to make the play. That was, and he went for the swat. Like, I don't know. I guess I don't know what he was doing, but that was so much. I love it. Dion is like the most fun to run over because he like always he never tackles if you're going like full steam ahead. He will sometimes, but you're always gonna at least fall forward. It is really fun. So I saw his Dion. This guy's not happy. He took some delay games. He gets kicked. He did not like and I didn't even talk about the after the catch. Okay, so after the truck, he just like runs through the like 3 guys. That was kind of glitchy, but I'll take the touchdown, I guess. I guess I'll take it. I won't give it back. Get the touchdown. All right, you see Brent Grimes. He could use a new card as well. He's in my top 3. I wouldn't mind that. Willie Jarvis, though. He's the guy. He's the guy that needs it. This guy right here. This guy I'm running a blitz. You see I get knocked over? Like, I get absolutely destroyed. I got Howard coming over. Just kind of making sure I'm not going to give up a big play. Making sure he stays in front of me, which is exactly what we did. But a huge play, and I'm like, this is not starting off well. And look, I have a deep third. Look, Shaz in a deep third. Watch him how he kind of like stutters a little bit. I guess he didn't really stutter. He just kind of he just leisurely went back. I'm like, what? I guess I should have moved him over, especially if I have him in a deep third and 3 receivers on the left. It's really a poor, I can't really, when I look back, I'm like, I want to blame the game, but that's really poor execution on my end. Move your linebacker to the left a little bit. That's what the trip side is, and you won't get beat. And then I go ahead and dot him with good old buck sale. It's not pat sale, so it's fine. It's not cheesy. But I go ahead and hit that, and I get absolutely destroyed, as I should never catch that. I did not. So we're down. 7-0, and then we get dotted again. I thought maybe we could have made that play. It looked like we were close. Unfortunately, 99 speed, 99 everything is not enough. That Melvin is actually a pretty solid card when you got him kimmed up. He's very, very good. But unfortunately, we're down 14-0, but don't give up. Don't give up because we got verticals. High point. That's what you see a lot of. This guy was running cover 4 palms. And I think he was protecting sticks, getting rid of the matching. And that's all he was running the whole game. So you'll notice that I run a lot of verticals. It's because I noticed how effective it was. You see? Look at that D. A terrible D. Easy touchdown against Calvin Johnson, with Randy Moss, with Kenny Golladay, with really a lot of receivers. Even not so good wide receivers are probably catching that majority of the time. You can't wait until they already catch it and then attack it. You gotta play more aggressive in the red zone with those high points. So we go ahead. We get it. We're ready. We're trying. We didn't really send the heat there because this guy, I think he was gonna try to playmaker upfield. He just never went. But for whatever reason, sometimes that left in, the right of screen in, doesn't move inside. I'm like, you have to actually like physically move him right there. That blitz was not very good. But we did end up having to settle for 3. Greg the legs are alone. We pulled him in a pack, so I'm still using him. He's got obviously good enough 96 kick power, I want to say. Almost, I think 98's the cap with Vinatieri powered up. So I would have. I think we're good. I scream at this guy. We're sending 5-2 heat at this guy. Tight formation. What are you gonna do? Unless you're blocking set, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough to pick that up. So we caused the punt. This guy's got Daniel back there. It's kind of weird, as I am the Texans. Obviously, I'm a Texans fan. On my other account, running against people that are using the Texans when I'm the Dolphins. Like, I feel like if I was gonna lose, this is the right guy to lose to. And plus, because he has the Texans punter, he's got like, an 80 overall card. So I'm assuming he's running some sort of, maybe not 50 out of 50 Texans, but at least a lot of Texans on the field. But we go ahead. We unfortunately have to settle for 3. It's 14-13. You're like, we may lose, and I'll admit, we may lose. This was a tough game. I didn't really. Did you see how open that? Oh, he had that way open. I think it was late in Van Der Esch, and I got absolutely destroyed. I could not keep up. But he definitely played tough. His D was not that. If I look back and I think about it, I'm just like, I probably could have been more. Just tried to switch things up on D. I just didn't really love what I was. Verticals was very effective if I made the good read every time, but sometimes I just made the bad read, or sometimes he did play solid D. But for the most part, I think I got so stuck on verticals was working like a decent amount of the time, so I just ran it a lot. But here we are. We just lob it up. This is 3rd and 18, right? I'm like, all right, we'll set up for our field goal. Completely forgetting that is only 3 downs. I don't know how many times you guys have done that. I did that so much. I'm like, oh, obviously I'm going to kick the field goal there. There's still plenty of time. It's only 3 downs. I'm like, man, I just cost myself the game because that 3 points would have been big. Here we go. We got a 2nd 29 again. Just sending the heat. No mercy. So we really controlled this game for much of after the beginning, just onslaught. That 14 points he put up. We've really been in control. But that lack of 3 points was huge because now, we're getting to a point where we don't necessarily, if we score fast, we could get a field goal. We still have 3 timeouts. Plus, with only 3 downs, it's harder, obviously, to chew clock. But we're in a spot where I'm worried that this could be a loss. And, you don't want to lose. You don't want to lose. Definitely could have, like, you see, that was 3rd and 20. I could have definitely hit B there, but I was going, obviously, for the first down. But that was open like every time, and that's why I got stuck in verticals, is because every time I had the wheel, every single time I could have just hit the wheel route and gotten a decent gain. And sometimes I just decided I was going to try to go downfield, and I tried to attack, and it was just not the right decision. So I put myself in a tough spot. So here we are, 17-13. Obviously, all hope is lost. I'm making weird. I'm like, no, I don't want you in a deep half. Go back over there. I want you in the other deep half. There you go. Thank you. He's going to run the ball. We definitely are going to lose this game. There's absolutely no chance we could. Okay, there's a little bit of chance we could win, but we're going to have to really hope he makes a mistake. Really, really hope that he makes a mistake. And did I say, I think I did, that defensive touchdowns are worth 15 points? And we lurk 6 him. What a bad play call, especially since offensively, we really hadn't did too much. As he hadn't either, but he could have easily settled for 3 and put him in a spot where a touchdown at least goes to overtime, and he ends up obviously done now. With giving up a 15-point touchdown, the game is over because he'd have to score twice or for me to go ahead and, choke, and I'm not going to do that. I'm going to play smart there. We get our 6th win, 6-0. Well, that was actually 5-0. We haven't played our 6th game. I'll show a little highlight from that after this. But we get our pick. Here we go. Let me know who you guys pulled down in the comments. Definitely let me know. We pulled the number 5 pick. That's pretty solid. Pretty solid. I wasn't even sure who it was because I'm a ding-dong. Don't pay too close attention. But it is Mr. White, Devin White, which I already have on the team. I ended up selling him for about 200K, which was pretty awesome. So that's a big thumbs up. But let's go ahead real quick. Let's show a little highlight from game number 6. Just a highlight. I know you're like, I already sold it. I'll just show a little highlight here. Crossing route here. Jarvis Landry, watch this. Double, what? Look at that. Look at this. This card is actually really good. And that's 96 speed too. Man, I know they're catching him, but that was pretty. I love Jarvis. Get him a new card. Get him a new card. He's going to be so good. He's already good. I feel like he still plays well right now, but we got our 6-0, which is pretty awesome. We went 3-0, like I said, got the disconnect, and then we went. So we really went 9-0, but technically 9-1 because they gave us that loss, we were up 10-0. But we got it. We won. Got all those trophies. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did enjoy. Really love. I love talking to you guys. I love looking back on my highlights and talking about how great Jarvis Landry is. And weirdly enough, I actually really enjoy playing this game. And I know that's not a popular opinion, but it's definitely frustrating. But I actually enjoy playing the game. House Rules, not so much. I'll admit that. I mean, those were easy games, but for the most part, I actually enjoy playing the game. And I don't think Madden 19 is as bad as people think. Okay, people are gonna hate this now that I said that. All right, goodbye.